dad was pretty shocked when he first saw that I was wearing makeup, and he asked me why I did it. And I just told him that it's something I wanted to try doing, and he was pretty okay with it after that. My teachers try to avoid the subject because they don't really know what to say, because it's the Bible Belt of BC. When I was younger, my mom took me to church, me and my sister to church a lot with her, and we went to Sunday school, and in the summers we went to Bible study, and you could almost say we grew up in churches. The Bible studies class tried to tell us that this is right, this is wrong, this is what you should grow up to be like. A man should be with a woman, and I just didn't understand why it couldn't go a different way, and what's so bad about that.
I've thought about suicide, yeah, but I've never actually, I sound like such an idiot, but ever since, like, whenever that kind of thought comes in, I always think about the consequences and remember my fear of being forgotten and thinking that I've not left a mark on this world yet. I can't leave until I've left that mark. And so I'm not going to leave until I've made a mark that will be remembered for at least a couple centuries. Of course I would have questions about my own orientation. From what I've heard, I believe is a natural thing, but the way I've been raised, to be open-minded, to think about things, to question yourself at all times. Of course I'm going to question myself about what I am. Yeah, I have had a crush on a girl, I believe, but I'm still not totally sure if that crush was just an influctuation of hormones or something like that, or maybe a stronger bond of friendship that I wasn't able to recognize. You're never really able to fully tell if you have a crush on someone, if they're just a friend, until you're out of teenagerhood.
When your daughter tells you stuff, like she tells you, I might be choosing to be a lesbian, what is your gut reaction?
My gut reaction is that she's gonna suffer. She's gonna suffer. She's gonna put up with hardship. She's gonna put up with assholes and people, and even her friends' parents. She's gonna have friends who won't accept her for that. Even though they say they do, they'll drift away from her. She's gonna be hurt. So as a mother, I want to protect my daughter from pain.
Abbotsford is a pretty religious town. People here have a lot of strong views about a lot of things, including homosexuality, and about on a daily basis I was called a fag or gay. My worst memory was grade 8, switching classrooms from a portable into the rest of the building. And another student ran up to me and a friend, and he pulled out a knife and asked me what it would be like, and this is in front of everyone in the middle of block change, what my friend would think if he slit my faggot throat. And I wasn't quite sure how to react, and my friend, we freaked out, and then the bell rang again, because there was 2 bells to switch classes, which meant we were late, and we ran, and I went home, and I was told that I was unjustified in leaving. And when I returned to talk to the principal about it, he questioned the student and did nothing. And I never returned to that school. I've been to about 11 schools, and I've left all of them.
I felt that if I restrained, if I tried to act straight, that people in elementary school wouldn't guess that I was gay, but after a while I just gave up. I thought, what's the point in this? And I was actually pretty young. I was in grade 4 or 5. And I just gave up and said, yeah, I'm gay. I don't care. Tease me if you want, but I am. I definitely consider myself different than, almost everybody in Abbotsford. But that's what I try to make a point of doing, to show that there can be different people, and there is a lot of different people. You just gotta show it. You can't hide it, because that just hurts yourself.
There are people who still live in fear at school, who worry that they'll get their ass kicked at school. And I think that having a GSA there, at least if it's there, 2 times a month, will at least have a safe space for everyone to go to, regardless of who or what they are.
It's meant for people, straight, gay, lesbian, anything at all, basically just teenagers, to go and talk about the queer politics and sort of thing, how to be more open-minded and how to deal with all the stereotypes and that sort of thing. And it's also to help people who are questioning, who are dealing with problems for their own sexual orientation, to get over that kind of stuff and help them get past obstacles to certain things, and to give a support group. A wonderful little thing. It's like all the perfection of open-mindedness into a little group for half an hour.
The first question people always ask you when you say that you're in the GSA, so they always ask you, what do you do there?
Or if you're straight or gay.
Yeah, or that. That's usually the second question though.
I got that the first question a lot. That was like the first thing people cared about. You in the GSA, are you gay?
Oh, okay.
Excuse me?
Well,
no, I'm not, but does that matter? I want to diminish the homophobia in our school. Ultimate goal would be for me to know that people are safe in this school, and people don't feel safe in our school. I think it's been such a blessing to me to be a person of color in the city where people would stand up for your rights. Like, I'm not gonna get racially hurt by anybody because people stood up for me. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh. I don't know, I find it pretty ironic that most of the GSA is straight. But then again, at first it was surprising. But then again, when you think about it, it makes sense. Because the straight people have less to lose. Well, not really less to lose, it's just...
I don't think we're being as effective as we think we are. Because if the gay and lesbian people in our school don't feel like they can go to the GSA, and does that, I don't know, to me that says we're not doing a very good job, because whatever we're doing is obviously not making them feel any more comfortable. Because the GSA should be the place where they feel the most comfortable. Because
true.
It is the gay-straight alliance.
Probably gonna have to deal with a few problems that will come along the way. There's gonna be some trash talking about it. There's probably gonna be some administrators that want to close it down because there's gonna be a few anti-gay sentiments that are gonna come out somewhere along the line. But we're gonna go and argue and debate over that, and we're gonna make a few speeches in front of the school about that. We'll get more and more people to come, and then we'll get a petition, and we'll get a whole bunch of people to sign that. We're gonna force it upon the administrators and call the school board, and then we're gonna get the GSA continue to go.
That's it.
You're talking about
You know, I think the youth that are actually being in this film, I mean, I'm out to the entire world, so me, myself, I don't really care. My car's been egged in Abbotsford because of it. But I think there's a strong group of youth, and I think you're definitely gonna run into troubles, you know, especially in this community. And I think you're gonna need a lot of support. It's very, very hard to get anything into Abbotsford schools about gay, straight alliances. It's hard. You guys will find that out.
Do you think they're going to pull it off?
I'm not sure, and I'm not sure. I've seen too many Christian reactions. They're strongly against it here. I don't see how they can